Controversy, controversy, controversy. That is the way how Ashes 2023 is going on. You thought the off-field controversy was spicy? Well, the on-field controversies have been even more spicier. And it particularly relates to catching. We all thought that maybe Mitchell Starc's catch was not clean. But today, on day 5 of the Oval Test, the final day of the final Ashes Test, just before the stroke of lunch, there was a controversy which erupted at the Oval. But this time, the controversy might not be so black and white. It may not be even grey also, because England, for once, will probably be ruining that. This image, if Australia managed to achieve a positive result at the Oval, will haunt them. Because you remember 20 years back, or maybe 24 years back during the 1999 World Cup, Steve Waugh had told Herschel Gibbs, "You just dropped the World Cup, mate." Well, here, if Australia win against England, Steve Smith can very well tell Ben Stokes, "You've just dropped the Ashes, mate," because a very crucial moment had happened just before lunch on day 5. The catch could have been ruled fairly, but why was it given not out? There is a law which decides why this cannot have been given out. Because final over before lunch, Moeen Ali bowls an off-break ball. It's a flighted delivery outside off. Steve Smith lunges forward. The ball takes the glove and lobs to Ben Stokes, who takes a one-handed catch over his head. Great stuff at leg slip. But this is where the controversy begins, because as Stokes tried to celebrate prematurely, the right hand hit his right knee and the ball popped out. So when he jumped and took the catch, and then when he tried to celebrate prematurely, his right hand, the hand which had caught the ball, he hit this right knee with it and the ball popped out. Stokes then was playing possum. He said, oh, I don't know what I have done. I think you have to refer it. The umpires referred it. There was a clear-cut glove. There is no, let me reiterate what is the controversy. The controversy is, it is not about the glove. It is not about the edge. It is about the control of the catch. And that is where Ben Stokes fell foul. Decision not given out. So the umpire had to ensure that the decision was given out. It went to the third umpire, remember. The on-field umpires did not consult it. The third umpire was taken into consideration and the decision was not out. It drew a lot of jeers around the Oval. But were the umpires correct in doing it? Yes, they were. The umpires were absolutely correct about it, because what does the MCC rule on the catch say? Rule number 33.3 of the MCC playing conditions. The act of making a catch shall start from the time when the ball first comes into contact with the fielder's person. So the ball came into contact with the fielder, right? Ben Stokes took the catch. That was the starting point. And shall end, the catch shall end when a fielder obtains, and now these two words are the most important part, obtains complete control over both the ball and his or her own movement. This is the clincher. Complete control. Stokes did not have complete control over both the ball and his or her own movement. He didn't even have control over his own movement. So when he lobbed the catch, okay, Stokes jumped, but he prematurely celebrated. But as he did, his right hand hit his right knee, and that is how the ball popped out. The catch wasn't even completed. Yet, that is the reason when the ball popped out, he wasn't even under control of it. Not even 3 to 4 seconds. You need to have at least 3 to 4 seconds. At bare minimum, 2 seconds. You have to be under control when you take the catch. But if you lob it up, then you always will be under trouble. This is the same MCC rule that fell foul on Herschel Gibbs in 1999 in Leeds, when Steve Waugh flicked to Gibbs at mid-wicket. At that time, Gibbs immediately wanted to celebrate, but the ball popped out, and then that is why Steve Waugh stood his ground. Australia went on to win the match. At that time, he had reportedly said, "You just dropped the World Cup, mate." This, perhaps now, England might be ruining the fact that, oh, maybe we might have dropped the Ashes, because Australia are less than 150 runs away from their target of 384. 3 wickets may have been lost. But it is very important that Steve Smith and Travis Head are still at the crease. If Steve Smith and Travis Head hang on until the tea break, remember every session will be extended today. 98 overs, if the rain does not come, although before the lunch break it had gone very dark at the Oval, it will be Australia's game altogether. And if Australia win, this image could haunt England. It was that moment when 22 years of pain was ended for Australia because it was Steve Smith, and we all know how brilliant a record Steve Smith has at the Oval. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.